Alright everybody, thank you for watching. So, if you're tuning in from the last video, again, all of this I'm I'm your host, my name is Daddy, and I am learning how to law. The last video I explained to you were a couple free resources that you can use to look up laws, acts, statutes, amendments, things to help you in your court cases, right? Things to help you just understand the law better. But I want you to go into your phone, go into your computer, type in what basic human rights do we have and where can I find them all, okay? So, and again, I don't want anyone to think that using Google is bad. I already explained in the last video that Google pulls from every single resource available on the website. The other legal versions that I told you about, they pull specifically from legal resources, so they're able to find things quickly and more efficiently. This is just more generic, but okay. Basic human rights include the right to life, liberty, and personal security, freedom of discrimination, freedom from torture and slavery, and the right to fair trial, right? So all of this was discussed. I told you in a previous video that the Declaration of Human Rights, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, was adopted in France in 1948, right? I told you guys that in a previous video. I explained that we have the United States Constitution to protect us, but everywhere around the world, this protects everybody, and it's amazing, right? There are other things that were added after this that further protect our rights, but these are just the basic ones, okay? Basic human rights, okay? You do have more aside from this, but these are just the basic ones. So I gotta find the, there's a document that you can pull up. It's a PDF. Where is it at? Hold on. This one right here, 30 Basic Human Rights List, Universal Declaration of Human Rights, right? So this one right here, when you click on it, it might have you verify that you're not that you're not a robot, and then give it a second. I think it's like, for me, it was like 4 or 5 pages, but here we go, okay? 30 Basic Human Rights, Universal Declaration of Human Rights, okay? So this is what's going to pop up for you. It's going to have all of them listed in great detail, but again, I just want to show you that these are the 30 Basic Human Rights List, Universal Declaration of Human Rights. And again, this was brought together, basic human rights recognized around the world, declared by United Nations through Universal Declaration of Human Rights. These declarations held by United Nations General Assembly at the Palais de Calais? Is that? I forget. I don't speak French, and I haven't taken a French class since like 6th grade, so in Paris, France, on 10th of December 1948, of the excuse me, of the then 58 members of the United Nations, 48 voted in favor, none against, 8 abstained, and 2 did not vote. Right? So out of the 58, basically 10 didn't vote. For whatever reason, they didn't vote, or chose not to vote. But that's a huge unanimous decision, right? So the United States was included in this. That's why the United States, that's why the United States has all of these covered as well. So if you reside in the United States, you're covered by this. If you reside in Africa, you're covered by this. If you reside in parts of Europe, you're covered by this. Like, does that make sense? Like, these are universal human rights guaranteed to everybody, okay? So if you scroll down here, very bottom, it's going to tell you again, these are all Universal Declaration of Human Rights list by United Nations General Assembly. All universal human rights list above, commonly known as 30 basic human rights that must be respected and protected by law, right? So every attorney out there, every government official, whether it's a judge, police officer, meter maid, right? Like, it doesn't matter who they are, someone who works behind the desk. If you work in a city office and you're just a receptionist, you still technically, you sign something like this when you go through your documents. You might not read it, but you basically state that you're not going to go and violate anyone's rights while you're working under the color of law, right? So I will go and I will discuss all of these in a different video, but I just wanted to show you where you can find this, and that there are in fact 30 of them, and that these human rights can't be taken away by anybody, okay? That is one of your God-given, universally declared rights, okay? So the one I'm going to talk to you about specifically right now, though, is the, hold on, where's it at? The freedom of opinion and expression. I couldn't remember which one it was. And then freedom of thought and religion. So I'm going to read these both right here, right now. Everyone has the right to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. This right includes freedom to change his religion or belief, and freedom either alone or in community with others, and in public or in private, to manifest his religion or belief in teaching, practice, worship, and observance. Everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expression. This right includes freedom to hold opinions without interference and to seek, receive, and impart information and ideas through any media and regardless of frontiers. This is very important because one of the things that I've explained in great detail to several public officials who continue to violate our rights, after I have explained to them that they're violating these very specific rights, they feel that it's funny and they're going to go and be facetious and they're going to go and basically poke the bear and continue to violate said right and continue to do the exact same thing over and over and over because they feel, and they've stated multiple times, that they don't have to follow anything but state law. So they don't have to follow federal law, so they don't care about the U.S. Constitution. They don't care about the 30 human rights declared by the General Assembly of the United Nations back in the 10th of December, 1948. So they don't care about the decades of acts and amendments after the fact, all the laws that were passed after the fact to help further reinforce all of these 30 basic human rights. So the reason that I bring these two up specifically right here is see how I'm talking right now? This is technically my platform, and if you want to listen to what I have to say, like, you can comment something and say, right, like, I'm going blah, 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 blah. When I stop and you're like, oh, that's a good thing, you can pause the video and you can type in the comments and you can respond to what you saw in the video right there, and that's technically us having a conversation, right? So when I get your message, it's now, your part of the conversation is over, and it's now my turn to respond to you. I can either respond by making a video like I am now, or I can go into the comments and I can follow up with your original comment with a reply. Excuse me again. 3 hours of sleep, 72 hours, like I'm exhausted. Okay? But again, like that's how a conversation works. If we were in person, right, I'm going to say something, you're going to listen intently, because if if you care about the person or you care about what they have to say, or right, like I'm speaking because in the jobs that we've had, like my wife and I, like we actually have to, excuse my language, but we have to care about what we do and the people that we're working with, right? Otherwise, A, we're gonna not want to be there, but B, if we're rude in any way, shape, or form, like the people that you're gonna see, we would be fired. We wouldn't be able to pay our bills, so it's kind of a necessity thing. You got to be polite in order to be a protective member of society. Because if you're not polite, if you're rude, if you're going to be a obstruction, if you're going to keep the people around you from conducting business, there's laws that the people are protected by that allow the police to come pick you up and take you away. So again, you have to act accordingly. But when I'm talking to you in person, right, I say something, I stop speaking, you say something, right? While you're talking, I'll give statements letting you know that I'm listening, right? So I'm going to agree with you. Yeah, yeah, no, well, no, maybe not that, but okay, please continue, right? I'm going to give you, I can't remember, excuse me, sorry. I started to choke a little bit. I got to go get some water. But basically, I'm going to show you that I'm paying attention by there's statements that I'm going to insert to let you know that, okay, I'm listening. Okay, I agree with you, or okay, I don't agree with you, please continue, right? Right? But I'm going to let you get out your thoughts and your beliefs, because I need to know your train of thought, what your thought process is, why you either agree with me or disagree with me, because if you disagree with me, then I have to come up with a different way to explain something so that way you'll understand and maybe hopefully agree with me, or I need to see what your train of thought is, so that maybe if I'm the one who's in the wrong, then hey, okay, cool, thank you for letting me know. Now I will change what I'm doing, right? But again, that's how conversation works. So when somebody wants to go and be very rude and just interrupt you over and over and over, right? So in this phone call, I let her know past the 22-minute mark that I have let you have your turn to speak. Please don't interrupt me. You're violating my constitutionally protected right, and I let her know very specifically my right to express myself. Literally within 30 seconds after that, she interrupts me again after the fact as I'm continuing to speak, and she's like, yeah, you do have that right. So that's gonna be in the next video. Like I said, it'll be a nice montage. What I want you to do is I want you to watch all the way through. I'm not going to tell you how many times she interrupted me, so I need you to count for me and put it in the comments of that video, so that way I know you're watching, I know you're paying attention. But it's going to help YouTube to understand that, hey, people are watching, and this might actually be something that other people might want to see, so let me push this in front of other people. So if you have not done so, like the video, subscribe, because I'm going to put all of these videos in a tab, and it's going to say for subscribers and City of Lewiston only. So if you are just the general public, you're going to see that this tab is available, but it's going to have a little lock button on it. So when you subscribe to the YouTube channel, which is free, by the way, I'm not trying to charge you anything, then you will have access to these videos. But again, this is just a very, very brief example of, you have 30 basic human rights. Here is where you find them. Here is an example of just two of them. There were more others that were broken in this interaction. However, just for this example, these are the two that I pulled for you very specifically, okay? Thank you for watching. Again, please like the video, subscribe so you can follow for more. You're gonna learn a lot. Whether you want to or not, you're gonna learn something. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. The next video should be something along the lines of, I'm gonna explain this, and then I'm gonna put together a montage of that hour-long video and how many times the lady interrupted me. So I might miss some, so forgive me if I do miss some, but I'm going to just cut it, and you're gonna get, this is how many times she interrupted, okay? So do me a favor, again, I'm asking for the third time. Like the video, subscribe so you can follow for more. I'm going to put everything that's publicly available to us out so you can see. So, like Jennifer Tangano, since she's the City of Lewiston Public Records Custodian, she's the actual city attorney. I'll list her information. Anytime that I speak about someone and I come across their information, because it's public knowledge, I will put it on screen for you, because you have the right to know who I'm talking about. And if you've ever come into contact with them and they've done something like this to you, then you now know who to go after. You are going to learn, either I've already taught you how, or you're going to learn how. This is the steps involved in what you do, and this is what you take, and this is who you go to, right? So I have made those videos, I just realized that, but I have them saved because I've been waiting to hear back from people to see what they're saying, to see how they're gonna help. But so far, 10 months have gone by, no help. So I'm gonna start using all my evidence, because I just got a denial letter stating that I don't get anything in my FOIA request, and I still have to pay the $166 fee for the FOIA request. That'll be a separate montage. You're gonna have to count for me, how many times did the lady state that this is not a FOIA request, this is not a FOIA request, this is not a FOIA request. And I'm gonna put the so like, let's say this is the FOIA request picture. I'm gonna put it right here, and every time she says it, I'm gonna have it get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until it basically covers the screen, okay, and you can't see anything. Okay, so keep an eye out for that. Like I said, I need your interaction for the next few videos, please and thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. To my friends and family who I've been neglecting, it's because of this. We've been wanting to come back to Colorado for many months now. We just have been unable to, because we have to finish our court stuff here. It's just, we can't even get started because the local police and the local attorneys won't allow us to. So there are any attorneys back in Colorado, where I'm from, or anyone who is willing to take a federal case, who thinks that you have the stones and if you think you can handle the risk, yeah, you contact me, okay? Because I'm all about that. I love to gamble. Like, I know we have a gold mine, literally, like, whatever God you believe in, God has given me and my family. Like, I literally asked for this, right? Because I got sick because of this incident, and I was like, this is unfair, and I put it out to the universe, I put it out to God. I was like, look, this is unfair, I need your help, right? Send me some money. What happened? Literally day after I said this, all this shit started happening. Excuse my language. All this stuff started happening, right? So, right, I've told my wife many times that we're gonna be going back to Colorado and buying land, but I didn't realize that we're going to be buying as much land as what. Right, does that make sense? So, to those of you watching, we're coming back. We're going to build a farm. You all are going to live with us on the farm, and I'm going to take care of you, right? I'm going to take care of all of you guys. Food, good food, clean food, right? Good clean water, good clean milk, fresh meat, fresh beef, fresh chicken, fresh pigs, right? No nasty antibiotics, no nasty hormones, no nasty pesticides, everything. No drugs, just bugs, right? Like, I'm gonna feed my animals good, strong protein, right? Like, hi, baby. Little birds over here trying to get closer and closer. You're so beautiful. Oh, they flew off. They know I'm paying attention now, right? But again, we're gonna take care of all of you. Just gotta get back. So, pray for us. Like I said, whatever God you believe in, cool. Make a prayer for us, because the faster we get back, the faster we can, you know, go hang out, have some fun. Dang. Someone needs to go put some oil in their car. It's a brand new car, and it sounds like the engine's gonna blow up. But I will talk to you guys in a bit. Next video is gonna be the montages, so I gotta actually go back inside, and I'm gonna create 2 different videos for you to watch. I need your help, please. Like I said, subscribe, like the video, share with anybody that you can, because the more people that I can get to like and subscribe, the better. But the more people that learn about their actual constitutional rights, the better, because you are not going to be taken advantage of in your everyday life, in everyday situations. Literally, this has been happening. I have a document proving that this has been happening since 2016 in 4 states, because Canada, technically, it's been happening in Canada as well. Because this company that started this is based out of Montana, and we're in Idaho. They do business in Idaho, they do business in Washington State, they do business in Montana, and they do business in Canada. So they are literally creating identity theft and fraud, and literally like 30 other criminal codes. They're committing all these crimes, not just to us, but to millions of other people all around the world. Okay? And I'm trying to let you people know about it. I'm trying to seek the help of the local populace, and they're like, no. So I need your help. Like the video, follow, subscribe, okay? And share this with as many people as you can. Please, 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 please do me a favor and share this, okay? Thank you so much. You are a literal godsend. I thank you for watching the video. Thank you for watching up to this point, because if you did, that means that YouTube is going to track all those minutes, and eventually we might get a little bit of a paycheck out of this. I would appreciate that. Thank you very much, YouTube. If not, cool. It doesn't matter to me, because my whole point and purpose of this is I'm trying to teach you all to keep yourself safe, because if you have children like I do, you need to make sure that they're taken care of. You have that God-given right. Okay, if someone is violating your rights, they're probably violating their rights as well, and they need to be protected. Okay, so much love, stay safe.